Peter, and I'm going to be playing some Disco Elysium today. I'll be honest, it's been a few weeks since I've played before. I've kind of been putting off playing, because I've kind of felt stuck where I was last time. Hi nephew. I've got like three ways to advance to inside the docks, but two of them require a level up point, and one of them is just dumb and will not happen. So, just sort of wandering around, hoping that I can get another 40 experience points, so I can upgrade my savoir-faire. Which once I do that, I won't be able to double check any savoir-faire events. I'm still mad at myself for not taking off my pants to jump the first time. But yeah, let's see if I can find... yeah, it is all about my money. Maybe... How do I get out of this place? Maybe I can find something at a shop that can give me a bonus? That'd reset the white check. Yeah. So just wander around with my bag full of empty bottles to recycle. Kim must be super impressed. Alright. Do I have any bottles on me? Can I sell them?
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
I have one bottle. Okay, or had one.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
No. I was hoping I could buy something at this shop.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Yeah. I mean, not quite at that sort of petty theft yet. And I don't think one endurance is going to help me that much right now. I'll save that maybe... Anything else I can buy here?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay.
Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
That sounds a little corpsey.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay. I will never need Dramamine because I've only got one hit point. Okay. None of these do what I need them to do. And what have you got?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Health and my mind. Okay. Anything? Physique, morale, intellect, health. No. I'm not going to ask about under-the-counter vices in front of Kim. I'm not going to ask about undercover vices in general. Last time I indulged these vices, I literally lost who I was. What's this? What is this little building?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Honor and strength I can get down with, but purity. Alright. Nothing particularly useful there. Alright, can't advance. Yeah, you're the racist asshole. Let's go screw around with Kim's lorry.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
What's in the toolbox, Kim?
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
Oh, that's nice, Kim. I also don't know if
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Pry bar. I bet they would not appreciate me just trying to wrench open the blue door in their kitchen. Nothing else here is something that I think I need immediately. He's a little protective of his tools. We don't need these yet, but we might need the
It's
flashlight.
robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
My fingers over the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the accelerator pedal. You have synced with the machine's mechanical circulation.
Where have you been?
At the bottom of the sea.
What? What?
So strange. The machine is not on the bottom of the sea at all. It's right in front of you, well kept. Why did it say that? A dark feeling. This is going wrong. Let go of the clutch.
Okay, so that car's going into the bottom of the ocean. But how is it? Seems to be doing quite well for having been on the bottom of the ocean. How are you,
The
my
smell
friend?
of freshly treated leather, the lack of dirt and dust on the dashboard, and a neat little brush in the cup holder. All seem to be whispering. I'm good, cherished and cared for, in the hands of a tending owner.
Do I know how to operate it?
You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics.
Does that mean I know how to operate it?
After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Do what you will with it.
I'll release the
Of
clutch.
course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently squeezing back.
Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go.
The handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep inside the drivetrain, the disc is mated to the flywheel again. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Let's tap on the gauge. Let's just mess all around in Kim's car.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
That's fair. Then keep messing with your stuff, though.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Let's save.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
Kim, I had no idea.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right?
Kim, come on. I'm not gonna judge you for your music tastes.
he's still avoiding your gaze, and his ears glow red.
Speed Freaks FM, huh?
Oh, is that what it was called?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Yeah, no, let's do this, Kim. I'm...
Souped up motor carriage for one bad mama's boy. For the heavier foot and the freaky arm.
God damn it! Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak or...
Oh, Kim. It's okay. I don't care. What about heavy of foot?
You would be too if you had this motor carriage.
That's right.
But seriously, let's quit joking around, alright? We have a case to investigate.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect it to someone?
I'm done with the radio.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see as
Okay. What does this flashlight? Okay. Do not want that. Secret orbs. Okay. Yeah, let's that's weird. Oh, the light's that's following me. Oh, the light's following that. Okay. There was a wall somewhere. A blue wall, but why was I staring at it? I might be able to get a better look at it with a flashlight. This one. Why am I looking at this wall? What is this?
just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
I'm tempted. I'm so very tempted. 70%. I've had a string of bad luck. It's conceptualization. Do I have anything in my gear that'll change conceptualization? Wait, what am I doing? Nothing. Okay. I mean, 70%'s not too bad. It's a 3 in 20. Maybe when I get really desperate. Let's see. Meanwhile, let's go on ahead. And, since I'm not doing anything useful anyway. As well grab some bottles. Yep, Kim, this is my police work. Don't question my methods. Alright. So there's that apartment. That person's not going to be coming back for a while. What is this? Locked. Okay. This is where I need to get to. But in order to get there, I need to upgrade my savoir-faire, or however you pronounce that. I'm not good with words. But how to do that is another question entirely. Yep, we're rooting around in the garbage. This is highly important police work, Kim. Don't question my methods! They don't know anything about the murder. I just know things about history and such. Oh yeah, I guess at this point I should be less concerned with the murder specifically, more concerned with the... Better watch my mouth around you. More concerned with just leveling up. Hello, little girl.
The lights are so pretty when it gets dark.
Who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
I'm trying not to like flash the light into her face, but yeah.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
I mean, I don't think that's entirely true. Famous people often read, well, no, famous people tend to be rich, but good famous people tend to learn from history and other people. Reading those books doesn't make the readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Fame for vain people. Famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. Fame sounds delicious. Maybe somebody will write a book about me one day. She likes famous people, so let's not crush her spirit.
Why would they do that, sir?
Why indeed? I'm just an old, tired cop. What use am I? Because I'm a superstar cop. In the papers and everything. That'll show them. She doesn't believe me. Let's do this.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
Nice. I am not going to ask the little girl about romance. Alright, see you around. Ah, nothing there. Okay. Don't need a pastime. I need to gain
The
experience.
display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
Let's look through it.
Rows and rows of Hyundai men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyundai and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyundai, Return to Hyundai. And the solipsistic Man from Hyundai and the Hyundai Man.
Whenever I've got the cursor over this, I'm flashing the light into somebody's face. Good God, how many are there?
Maybe 100. Man from Hyundai and the sages at the end of the world. Man from Hyundai and the false god. Man from Hyundai and the scorched earth. Man from Hyundai, the Hyundai colonies. Man from Hyundai and the swamp beast. Man from Hyundai and the snow crabs.
Ooh, snow crabs. You need a special powder for that. Is that all?
Not even close. Man from Hyundai in hell. Man from Hyundai and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyundai under the lake. Man from Hyundai, Hyundai burning. There's even The Trial of Death, a pastoral combat game book set in the world of Hyundai Man, and so much more.
Oh, no. I'll leave that there. What about this?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Well, this is more my speed.
An endless variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
This sounds awesome and way better than getting drunk.
Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that catches my eye?
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real. That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
No.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over.
Hey, storekeeper, what's all this crime fiction?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Apparently a police officer? What about this ensemble here doesn't scream police officer, huh? My rubber bag, with my rubber gloves and my bag full of bottles. I've got a flashlight and everything. What's the third?
Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers.
The ironic thing being is that this game is, of course, literally crime fiction.
These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Oh God, no.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the
Alright, come on. Anything that can give me a little more experience. Oh, wait, picture book, sure. Tomb of Fantastic Magic. Fascistic? Tomb of Fascistic Magic. What? Ooh, is that's a map.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Ooh, Revachol.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Rivershell Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Okay. How much do these maps cost?
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
I mean, you're not wrong, but still.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is it so cheap?
That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago, they also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
What happened then?
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
I'm gonna buy the map.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Yes, yes it is. Okay. Maps not there, it's interactable. Yes.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Let's trace a path.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Okay. I have a map now of Martinez. It's smaller than I thought it would be. I'm assuming that weird-ass cube is the the tourist attraction that never was. Okay. Oh, that is quite helpful. Alright, the white ones are available. Oh, I can retry Annette. Bird's Nest Roy. Nope. Impossible, impossible. No. No. And, oh yeah, I can steal the map, but I'm not going to do that, especially not with Kim around. Okay.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Oh, how does that work? I'm gonna guess poorly.
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Does it say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases, pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Let's see. Let's find something truly otherworldly.
You sense something
What?
emanating from the shelf,
Oh,
but it lacks form and substance. And soon enough, you lose track of it.
I'm just having the worst luck with these rolls. Okay, let's see here. Actually,
This
let's ask the
bookstore is
storekeeper
not.
about them.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Right. Wait, what's this one? Oh, boring. Just discarded. Okay. Do.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
I'm just gonna pull it open.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Okay.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Were you the murderer?
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Step away, dear sir.
Is this about the curse?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
I mean, okay.
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown.
There are a
What
lot
are
of
you,
reasons.
a coward? Think about the marvelous adventures waiting for us on the other side.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Alright.
Mazovian Socioeconomics. 0.000% of communism has been built. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmazov fucked him over, personally, with his socio-economic theory. It has, however, made him into a very smart boy with something like a university degree in truth. Instead of building communism, he now builds a precise model of this grotesque, duplicitous world.
Okay, but what bonuses do I get? Left-wing dialogue gives +4 experience. Lower authority and lower visual calculus. Oh, I'm not terribly fond of that. I'm actually really not fond of that. I don't want to be a communist anymore. Okay. Alright. Still need to find something. That's locked. Something communistic. Alright. I think I picked over this place. Piggy. Passed over this place pretty thoroughly. This is where I need to go to jump across to get in to the frickin' docks, but can't.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it.
What's new here? Okay. Still 30 points away. It's like 6 more conversations. 4 of them if they're communist conversations. Over that conversation pretty much. Its entirety. What I need is like an Adderall drug or something that increases that ability. Okay.
Hello again, sweetie.
You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was rude. That was rude of me.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Okay. Anybody new here to talk to? It's not here. Blue door.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. The door does not budge.
Would not appreciate me taking a crowbar to it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just feeling stuck right now. Container I can't open. I can grab a pry bar and start opening some things. I'm just gonna...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out, a metallic drawer slides out from under the seat. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. The pull-out toolbox slide.
Maybe we can use that, like... Kim, can we use your tools to cut down the individual? I feel like that would be useful. Like, I wasn't thinking of it before because Kim didn't mention he had tools to cut people down, but maybe it'd work. Can we get him down?
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched.
Alright, let's talk about getting him down.
Yes, we do.
I've got the cutter. Can I not cut that? I don't want to saw the branch. I have the wire cutters. Is that not enough? Yes, it's not enough. Alright, let's ask for help from the harbor.
They do have the tools and the man. And since it looks like they put him there...
They can get him down too?
Okay. Let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
How do we get inside there?
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found, where your cloak is. It looked doable.
Well, let's get to it. The thing that I've already been trying to do. Well, I was hopeful that that would be helpful. Nope. Okay. Pry bar, but only when everybody's asleep. Alright. Getting the body down, yeah. That's... still gotta wait for that sometime. I mean, it's after... It is 21:10. Let's go talk to the person. Let's go talk to Martin Martinez. A completely real name that he did not just make up on the spot.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
You know what I'm doing it. Had really terrible luck.
You have no clue.
Yep.
It's just a wall.
I wasn't going to succeed anyway, and now, at the very least, I can try again when I get some bonuses. If I get some bonuses. That's not the balcony. Where's the balcony? Here's the balcony. It was here. What's in here? Did I already check there? I bet I already checked there. Oh, that's probably mine.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
Let's not.
No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Alright. 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m. now. Body's not getting any warmer. What's in here? No, I'm not going to take somebody's random postcard. I only take people's random money. At this point, I'm just sort of justifying it by trying to figure out about the world and everything, but I feel like I actually know... I know a decent amount about the background. They do a good job with the storytelling. They give sort of a sense of the world that you're in. Just, I've already used up all my free spaces in my mind palace, so even if I wanted to become a racist, I couldn't be. Yeah, they're gone. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have 30 experience points worth of conversation on you, would you?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sile is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions?
Nope. selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Where did you get these comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
And you've got a permit for it?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
Hey, economic freedom.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Hey Kim, this is above board. I'm not a good police officer.
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its low officials are so cool.
Okay, no permits then.
Hyper cool.
Yeah, something
Anything
else.
for you.
I'll just look around.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, Ultra Series.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
A pair of found Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Only? That's madness.
Okay. Nice, but not that I can afford it anyway.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Oh, dude, you are making the wrong sales pitch to me, my guy. But okay, let's go on ahead and see if I can find something.
No good.
Oh my God!
Without some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
I cannot roll over a 5 to save my life. Alright,
No luck? Why not take another look, officer? Keep supporting the economy.
no.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Let's try them on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
I'm in agreement with you, Kim. I'm way too sensible.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
I like how they decrease my logic. I'll rummage through the box, though.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic, the kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Let's do the conceptualization. At this point, I'm not even looking for something to shop for. I'm just hoping I get some experience points.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on his bent cap.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun. Not like those cheap plastic shades.
I'll put the visor back.
Don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
That's actually not terrible. +1 perception. 6 real. Looks like garbage, but it's I'll take the... I'll leave for now. I have limited funds, and I don't know if I'll need it. But yeah, perception. What have I got right now on my eyes? +1 logic, less authority. Perception might be nice. Anyone else around? Anything around that I can interact with and get some experience points for?
Evening, officers.
Nope. Bye. Already checked out. Did I check out everything here?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor.
Nope. Yeah. I guess. What have we got for items? I want to keep that. I want to keep that. Not gonna sell his. Yeah, no. Don't wanna sell any of this. Not gonna get enough money for it to matter. Okay. Already messed around with that all we can. Talk with her as much as possible. Don't want to talk with him. Let's go ahead and sell the bottles I've got right now. Sure, get the 50
The
cents
tin
or
machine
whatever.
stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Yeah. Back to work. How about you, mate? You seem like you might have some leftist ideology to talk about.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Come
Murder,
investigate
huh?
murder?
That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Actually, it's very fun and easy.
I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said. It's just walking. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands.
I know, I've already run through all these conversations. Gotten as much... Okay. pry bar? Nope. Pry bar won't open. Okay. Let's go on ahead and get a little more cash. I don't even know. Okay, let's read some history. Is this going to,
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island.
Already done that.
Toward
anything I can do. Sleeping reset light checks. Anything I can do to overcome the horrible rolls I've had.
Looking for something?
Now we're done for now. And here, did we go through all the conversation steps with you?
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
That's all for now. Okay.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft.
No, everything. Nothing to do but look for bottles for cash, and I think I've cleared all those out too.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately, the street sweeper still hasn't noticed their presence.
Is it connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With a jam right here on the roundabout. I would keep them separate.
I'm not sure that's a
You
good
could
idea.
follow the tracks south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
Okay. Follow the tracks south. Fine, I'll buy those stupid visors.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed. Sporty and practical, officer. Good choice.
I disagree, but it's take the +1. All right. Were there any decent okay, impossible, challenging, formidable, medium. I'm bad at all of these things. Rhetoric. How is my rhetoric? Do I have anything that can affect it? that one decreases it.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Sure. Let's, I'm very cool. You wanna give me some cash?
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I want your money.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Because I'm corrupt? I don't know, it was just the only thing I could think of in my head. I need money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just stuck. I am stuck by my bad luck. I'm not sure where to go from here. Let's see if I can get one good... No, the little girl's gone to bed. I can just get one good roll. Literally walking in circles right now. I don't have money to spend. Alright.
Yes?
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean by distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
Okay, now I love how they've taken the sort of erratic necessities of, or inevitabilities of an RPG and sort of just incorporated it into the world. Like me not knowing anything. My character's got amnesia. Me moving around like a spaz because I'm just clicking everywhere. Yeah, no, that makes sense. How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Yes, but containers contain things. Shiny things.
Okay,
They're
then.
interesting.
Okay,
He
then.
simply nods. Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
I think you should know I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Like, anything.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Alright, what should I concentrate on?
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles.
Alright, fine.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment passes. The lieutenant.
Okay. Am I locked out of this? Can I not even sleep? That might be an issue.
The door is closed.
Oh, that might be a big issue.
Can I help you?
So
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe?
A lot. A lot. Like what?
I'm just not sure where to go at this point. Like, literally. I keep failing checks, and that keeps shutting doors for me to progress. I'm kicked out of that place. I don't know where I'm supposed to sleep. Okay. Passport. I don't have enough cash to find anywhere to sleep. Okay. I guess... I just don't... I'm not gonna ask the paraplegic woman for money. Where am I even going? What am I even doing?
Lorry stuck. The windows are clear.
What's in the back seat?
The back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep. Large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
And he belongs to the tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crown with wavy rays.
Well, that's fascinating, but not very useful. Fine. It's,
Hola, wandering man.
I'm a bit
How
short
can
of
I help
money. Can I give me some?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Alright, let's try and catch it.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
I appreciate it.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
Cool.
You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing though.
Every little bit helps. The Union has problems getting by?
Nothing to worry about really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last a strike though.
Every little bit helps.
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
Alright, good talking. Yeah, I'm just 20 experience points away. Let's ask this other guy for money. He probably doesn't have any either, but hey, maybe I'll get another 5 experience points. Okay, it's so tantalizingly close, it's annoying.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind?
Okay. Any spare some change for working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
Who's they?
The bosses, man.
Well. Don't know who these bosses think they are, but it sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down on his luck. If I had saved 4 myself.
Yeah, that's fair. And doesn't give me any experience points. Oh. Hi, sweetie. You wouldn't have to have it.
Hello again, sweetie.
Sweetie needs money. Does Sweetie get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
I literally have no idea.
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
I can succeed it. I just don't want to. Oh, this game is making me do things I don't want to do. I need that experience points. What is a paycheck?
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
He was the twin, I think. Fine.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
Ain't easy to ask for this for anybody. End of my rope. Any money you have could help me.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas-relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, San Baptiste, Summer 31. Dinghy races.
I don't want this. Can I give it back?
You could totally sell this pin for cash.
What is to pawn?
It's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money for it. You can get it back later for a slightly larger sum if it hasn't been sold, but you never end up doing that anyway.
Thanks.
You're quite welcome, dear. I hope you're able to pawn that old trinket.
I'm giving it back. No.
Oh, thank you, dear. I confess, I am glad to see it again.
I'm not taking your keepsake.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
Well, it got me what I wanted. Ugh. 6 points away from being able to progress the story. Okay. Okay. Yeah, fine. Let's talk with the woman on the boat. Talk with the woman on the boat about basic history and everything. Yeah. Cleared out this place of bottles. Strange walk. And okay. Let's ask her about the
You're
war.
back. Good. What can I help you with?
You seem smart. I need somebody to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
What is acute encephalitis?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
Cool. On my paycheck?
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
I know you've got a lot riding on me. I won't let you down.
It's not just me, Detective. All of Martinez has placed its chips on your success. I pray we've all bet wisely.
What causes it?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
Yeah, no. Okay. What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
What's the big time?
The revolution.
Ah, and what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
And by liberals, you mean?
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
And how did the liberals win?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
Then who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
I thought you said the liberals took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Who is this coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes, I am. And also not. I don't think I'm a moralist.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Did you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intraspecies warfare.
And were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
Good apes, actually. Yeah, I'm asking her about stuff. Okay, neutral.
On the other hand...
No. The tiny apes are doing all they can to be better. It's not their fault.
Who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists... they all got shot in the head.
She's not gloating. It's a relieved celebration.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did they shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
That's a tragedy.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
Anyone else get shot in the head? On the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Coward.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Marzolf came along and overthrew the government.
What did it do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
Really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. Pandemic only provided the spark.
Where did it spread?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Marzolf's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end. Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened to the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
It's been this for 43 years.
Time flies.
Now, what have we been doing?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to '19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
And that's when they discovered disco.
Yes, and quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. So, here we are.
Okay.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Okay.
From the looks of it, the 50s haven't been much better for the zone of control. You can see it in her eyes. Days slipping away.
You don't seem thrilled.
I've no right to be dissatisfied. This shirt is Barbara Muscova, this raincoat is impervious to rain and is guaranteed for 100 years. My daughters will wear it. No, it's just... we could have had so much more. Every one of us. If only we played it right.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
Oh. I mean, really, miss, you're asking me? I don't remember my own name right now. I asked you first. Who are you in all this?
And I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
None of the actual answers here. I'm a communist. I would have distributed the mineral rights. Alright, what would I have done differently? What would I have done differently? Would I have killed more people? No. Would I have made off with the mineral rights? I mean, being as that I am practically broke, destitute, after a mental breakdown for trying to keep the society together, that seems likely. Medical solution? I mean, the medical solution does nothing without a societal structure to implement it, so I guess I would have made off with the mineral rights.
You and everyone else. But that's got nothing to do with preventing the revolution. Oh, well, good question.
I have no idea what I would have done
And
differently.
you would have died, most likely. Not far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the coalition took the city.
Oh, I definitely would have fought with communards. Let's go with probably.
No, almost certainly. The commune would have forced you. Such was the fate of the undecided.
That's enough about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
Who are you?
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
Say nothing.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a cane.
What's an ultra?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
I don't understand. What's so vile about... Okay, so... What's so vile about that?
Haven't you heard? I am a nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. One of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. We surrendered the nation to financier pirates. No sane person identifies as ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. I can see we're not so different, you know. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
I honestly don't know. I still am not... I mean, liberal means so many different things to different people.
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her. But only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
So you sold us out to the other people, which is not great, but you weren't actually part of the revolution. Where are we at here? Do I forgive her? I don't know enough about her. She hasn't killed anybody. You know, well, hasn't directly killed anybody. And she is here to break the strike. And she is being nice. I'll forgive you.
I do hope so. I do hope we're able to remain collegial despite it all. Tell me, when you look in the mirror, do you not see a monster staring back at you? When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Oh, would you have done something differently?
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
Oh, okay, I kind of like her.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
Smart woman.
Perhaps. My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You're no dummy yourself.
No, or intellectual vanity will be my undoing. No, I'm a dummy. I'm very much a dummy.
And the crown on your head as you lay in the casket.
So no, or intellectual vanity will be my undoing, and the crown on my head. You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
What is reality? What is this?
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
I mean, am I really that awkward?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I mean, what is this place?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
And what is that?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off Splat, splat.
Okay.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
I mean, I approve of the communists' goals, just not their methods.
Wonderful.
What is that? Pointed to Cindy the Skull, who I've already met and know who she is.
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead.
I mean, that's very bleak, but you're not wrong.
All right. What next?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
Hey, so am I.
Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
What is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Tell me about another, perhaps even more fundamental aspect of reality.
I would be happy to.
Oh, no.
What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing?
Okay. I like her. That's a white check. What do you think? What is...
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Right. Sure. Let's it's impossible. Let's do it. Been rolling terrible all through this play.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all.
That's all for
Glad
now.
to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
You seem
Anything
rich.
else?
Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Why?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
Lustrous hair.
A well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair. Despite the first hints of grey, she's elected to keep it au naturel, shaped into a permanent wave. Late 40s style. Positively statuesque, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible. Within reason.
Okay.
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Ashamed?
Yes. You're too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself in her eyes. Those half-precious stones of Odin.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
I mean, if she's gonna say that... No, thank you. That's all for now. Maybe later. Okay. How many... Got six experience points away from another level up. Let's go ahead and put that away. Get at that. Might need it. Get moving. Not there. Oh, you have something to say? Fool. Spent all this time. You're gonna jump into the docks. Fine, what do you have to say?
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
Well, I don't have anywhere to stay.
You should take care of that, man.
I don't have any money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Fine, we won't be able to find anybody to help us cut down the dead man anyway. I haven't paid my tab and there's absolutely no way I'm going to. Not during this campaign. Okay, Bob. Look, you want the dead man out of your backyard or not? Wait, before I start this, what have I got for clothing to affect things? Less suggestion. Don't want to decrease suggestion. More electrochemistry. Probably about the same. Lower reaction speed. More savoir-faire. Greater reaction speed, less rhetoric. Okay. Nothing I want to swap out.
Can I help you?
About that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
Could we have some sort of arrangement?
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Tim is about to say something. Let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Yeah, you want the dead man down? We need to stick around.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
All right.
Yes?
Okay.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage.
Okay.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
I'm not going to ask him about any of this. I'm just going to tell him thank you.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Oh, Kim, you're making me sad. Alright. Let's go pawn him.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivity.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
Nope, sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
I didn't realize that anybody else could see that. Whoops.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
It's cool that you're still open. Big city vibes.
The pawn shop is always open.
Something I'd like to sell.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Thanks, man.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners. The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Not at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
Alright. Let's quit walking around in circles so we can attempt for the third time jumping across that little ledge to get my poncho. Alright. Plus side, I am really close to leveling up again. Gotta pay for the damages. Oh, I'm sorry, Kim.
Can I help you?
About the money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I've got the money.
Well?
Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
That's fair.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Oh my goodness.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Nope. Do we talk? Do we leave?
Yes?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Alright, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright. Oh. Alright, let's go. Finish this up.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Okay.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easy to simply quit.
I mean, I wasn't talking about the cigarette, but okay.
Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
Alright.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think it went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up. The body is still hanging from that tree, which is unfortunate. And there's still much to do at the crime scene.
He is not particularly satisfied with your progress, but he doesn't want you to feel completely discouraged. Probably out of fear that you'll just give up and keep drinking.
I'll say nothing.
As for the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him, so that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a stand-up Precinct 41 practice?
Yeah, that's just how we, I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant. Don't like to waste time, you know? My mind moves fast, the rest has to try to keep up. It's part of the Jamrock Shuffle. Training for a long-distance run. Just how we roll in Precinct 41. I mean, it's just... Since the Jamrock Shuffle is clearly their explanation for how RPG players move. Yeah, it's just part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
So what are our powers exactly?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
What else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
And if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What happens to people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to ask him if he's ever killed anyone. Who makes all these rules? Might be good to talk about it. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on. He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
Who do we report to?
The coalition government, and the moral intern, more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
I don't have enough information to take a stance on that.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
What is the Morlindum?
The Moralists International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
Who?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like them?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something ominous. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
Alright, what's my opinion? Things are bad out there, we need them here giving us the right to police Revachol. Or they've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. Or we're stooges of the world's biggest bourgeoisie organization protecting bourgeoisie rights. Or mutter silently immigrants, liberal kibbutz, fucking men turning into women. Okay, no, not that. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Okay. I'm gonna go with, they've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
I mean, maybe we should make our own law.
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Then silently look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, you know. It's different in land, in Jamrock, in the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
And in Jamrock?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Well, I hope we do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Oh, thanks, Kim.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
guess, yeah, do it. See you in the morning.
Yes?
No, I just wanted to not be rude and leave you hanging there. Alright, yeah, but that is seriously enough walking around in circles for me. At least there is some path forward. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked watching me walk around in circles getting frustrated and trying to figure out what to do. I hope you have a great rest of your day.